Were you able to approximate practice during the week, kind of get it close to a normal week as you could? How satisfied were you the way they adapted to that situation?
I think it was a challenge. I mean, I think everybody forgets that last year there was 9 days between these games, and I certainly think it's a fast turnaround. I think a big deal's been made about it, but we all know that both teams really had the same time. Our travel was different, but they played a much later game, so they had to play much later at night and get finished much later at night. So it's tough in both parts. I think I saw early in the week the trouble with it, but as the weeks passed, these guys have been practicing for 15 games, and also they've had practice for bowls, really 15 practices. So you start looking at some of the cumulative effect, and you got to be smart with your team. You got to know what you're doing. In a perfect world, I'd like to have a little more time between the championship games, but that's the way it felt this year, and that's the way it is. So much time to prepare for one game, and then a really quick turnaround that creates a lot of pressure on these kids for the short turnaround.
Basically, as coaches, we had probably about a normal amount of time that we would have for a normal game during the season. I think the circumstances are a little bit different because of the travel, bowl games, staying at a place, trying to get back, those types of things. But it was a little tougher turnaround for the players. I don't know if it's physically, emotionally, psychologically, however you want to put it, early in the week, to refocus on another big game. But I think as the week, went on, you saw them recover, and I think they're all excited about playing in the game. And the situation is the same for both teams, and I don't think it'll have any effect on the outcome based on the circumstances. It'll just be about the players who go out there and how they compete in the game.